Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Jenna Lee from liveeatteach.com, and this channel is all about teaching online, building your own online teaching business, and becoming your own boss. And in this video, I will be discussing the differences between Outschool, VIPKid, and GoGoKid. And why am I talking about the differences? It's because I work at all three companies. So I will be giving you more insight into the pay, time, effort, and hiring process into all these companies so that you can make the best decision for you and choose the right company to work for. So VIPKid was the first company that I was hired at, and it is also the oldest company of the three. It was established 4 years ago and is based out of Beijing, China. It is an online ESL platform for Chinese students to learn English as a second language. And they can learn from native speakers from the United States or Canada. VIPKid is one of the leading online ESL companies, and it is continuing to be a rewarding career option for well over 60,000 teachers. In fact, I don't have the statistics for the year 2020, but that number has definitely increased this year. Much like VIPKid, GoGoKid is also an online ESL platform. I love GoGoKid for its interactive and engaging lesson curriculum and slides. They are continuing to expand and grow at crazy levels this year. So if you want to check out their $300 hiring on bonus of November 2020, then you can click this link above. Outschool is an American-based company that was established in 2017, and it is an online live marketplace for kids to learn literally anything and everything. So on this platform, you are not teaching English. You can teach English, but you can also teach many other classes, and teachers have taught everything. So on the Outschool website, it actually states that Outschool offers a library of over 100,000 live online classes. Learners can take core subjects like math, reading, and science, as well as interest-based topics you won't find anywhere else, like Spanish with Taylor Swift, Lego engineering, or Pet Reptile Social Hour. I currently teach world music, violin, and American Sign Language, and I am loving Outschool so far. So now that you know just a little bit more about these three companies, let's jump into a more detailed comparison so that you can decide which company is a better fit for you. Both VIPKid and GoGoKid require teachers to be from either the United States or Canada, and to have at least a bachelor's degree and at least 1 year of teaching experience. But keep in mind that this does not mean formal teaching experience. This can also include informal teaching experience, like tutoring or working with kids in some other way. As of the year 2020, you will also need some sort of ESL certification. These can include the TEFL, TESOL, or CELTA. And if you want a cheap link below to take the TESOL, there is a $19 link in my description, and this TESOL does not take a lot of time. I'm not actually going to tell you how long I took at it because I'm a little ashamed, but it definitely takes under a day. So I would definitely grab that below. Outschool is different from VIPKid and GoGoKid in that you can be from the United States, Canada, the UK, Australia, or New Zealand. Outschool does not require teachers to have a degree. However, they do expect you to have informal or formal teaching experience, and I find that they are a little bit more picky on this. They want you to be an expert in the subject that you are planning on teaching on the platform. So I find that with Outschool, you definitely have to niche down to that topic that you have the most experience with. You also do not need any teaching certification like the TESOL, TEFL, or CELTA, or anything else to teach on Outschool. So have you decided yet? Didn't think so, so let's move on to pay. VIPKid, unfortunately, now has the lowest average base pay with around $7 to $7.50 per 25-minute class. Keep in mind that they do offer incentives as well, so you can be making around $2 to $3 additional dollars depending on how much you work per day and how long you've been with the company. I do find, however, that VIPKid offers pretty good bonuses, especially if you open short notice slots, which are slots that you open and get booked with within 24 hours. You get a for sure $2 for every short notice slot that you open. And some experienced teachers that have been on the platform for a while now and have regular students, they open all short notice slots. So that definitely gives them a bump in pay. You can also get $5 for any trial student that you get to sign up for VIPKid. So this is another great incentive from VIPKid. GoGoKid is the second highest paying company of the three I work for, and its base pay is an average of between $8 and $10 per 25-minute class. They also additionally have incentives, and it is based off of a credit score system. Think of GoGoKid's credit system as a real credit card. If you do well and open many slots, teach at GoGoKid, and get raving parent feedback, then great, you will have a good credit score and your money will increase. But if you cancel classes, don't open a lot of slots, don't really take GoGoKid seriously, then you will get a bad credit score. So when you get a good credit score, you can have the chance to get 125, that's right, 125% of your base pay. If you want to know some real math statistics, my base pay is $8.50, which is pretty average for the teachers, and I would have an average pay rate of $10.62 per 25-minute lesson. So that's over $20 per hour, and that would be if I had 125% credit score. GoGoKid does not currently offer any incentives for short notice classes, but they do offer a higher incentive of $10 for a trial conversion. So that's if you convert a trial student to become a GoGoKid student. So that is double what VIPKid offers. And GoGoKid has always been well known to offer monetary incentives versus like a point system, like some other companies. So they have definitely a great incentive system going. Something that I want to quick add is that GoGoKid, as of November 2020, is now offering a sign-on bonus of $300 for any new teacher that signs on and is hired with them through the month of November. So please click this link above if you want a chance at getting that $300 bonus. Outschool is by far the highest paying company of all three. And it notes that it has an average base pay of $40 per hour. So that is much, much more. And this is because you as a teacher can set your own rates, and you can also have up to 10 or 12 students in your class. So if you are charging $10 for your 45-minute to an hour class and you have 5 students, you can get $50. But Outschool does take 30% of your pay to advertise your classes on social media like Facebook and Instagram. And they do a really good job with that. I have also seen my classes advertised many times on these social media sites. Outschool does not offer any incentives, and this is because teachers, you can set your own base pay, so they do not need an incentive system. Now that you know more about these companies' pay, let's move on to their hours. Both VIPKid and GoGoKid have very similar hours because they are both based out of Beijing, China. So their peak times, and peak times are slots that you will get booked a lot more than other time slots. These are from 7 to 9 p.m. Beijing time. So if you want to check out this chart that I'll show, you can check out what your time zone is in and what the peak time is in your time zone. Okay, so these hours are definitely early or late if you are running on a Canadian or American schedule. I want to add that VIPKid does offer one more hour of the day than GoGoKid, but this does not get booked that much. I have gotten booked with trial students during this time, and this is due to a law that was passed with China's Ministry of Education, and they just don't want students to be taking classes this late at night. These hours can be really late or really early in the morning, depending on your time zone and when you choose to teach, but I find that these are really nice hours to have, especially if you want to have an open day schedule. Maybe you're taking care of kids, maybe you have another company during the day that you work for, or you are a teacher working at a school. Outschool, again, is so much different from GoGoKid and VIPKid in terms of hours. And most of my students come from America or Canada. So this really works well for my daytime hours from that 9 to 5 range. Both VIPKid and GoGoKid have pre-planned lesson curriculum. So if you're someone who doesn't really want to sit down and create lessons and take the time, or maybe you don't have the time to do that, then this is really nice for you. VIPKid's curriculum is very comprehensive and detailed. It is slide for slide, and you definitely want to get through all the materials on the slide and almost state exactly what the slide says. There is little room for extension, but you can definitely extend on each slide. GoGoKid slides are very interactive. The students can click on the slide, interact with the slide. The students can see what's happening on the slide, almost like a movie. And that is just really fun for the students. It really lights their eyes up. VIPKid is currently in the process of changing some of their curriculum to be a lot more interactive, and I think it's going really well for them. Outschool does not have any pre-made curriculum. You sit down and you plan your own curriculum and what you want to teach. For me, this takes a considerable amount of time, but I really enjoy planning those lessons and being really creative with them. And in my subjects, I can be pretty creative with those lessons. Once you are established more on Outschool and have created a lot of lessons and content, you can just keep reselling your content in different ways and in different types of classes. GoGoKid, as of right now, November 2020, is currently the fastest hiring option of all of these 3 companies. All right, so what you will do first is you will go onto the website, fill in your basic information, then you will hear back from GoGoKid, and you will want to sign up for an interview slot right away. Once you have signed up for the slot and practiced for your mock lesson or interview, then you will take that, and that is a 15-minute interview. And then you will hear back from GoGoKid. You will take a short orientation quiz on some details of GoGoKid and its platform. After this quiz, you will be invited to upload your documents like degree and certification, and then you will take a background check. So all you have to do for that is fill out some information. And then after your background check is approved, you will get your contract and be able to sign it and just get teaching right away. For any of you that don't know what a mock lesson or the interview will consist of, this is when you teach an imaginary student some slides that GoGoKid or VIPKid or the online ESL company gives you. So you will teach these slides, and then GoGoKid or VIPKid will determine if you are a right fit for their company based off of your teaching skills. VIPKid's hiring process is just a little bit longer than GoGoKid's. So you will fill out your basic information online, you will hear back from VIPKid, and you will get 3 choices in a demo. And in this demo, you will teach an imaginary student, like a mock lesson, right? But this is a very short demo, and in fact, you can choose an option called the Smart Demo option, and that takes like 2 to 5 minutes to complete. So I definitely recommend taking that one if you have the option to. And then after that, after you've passed that, you will sign up for a mock lesson slot. And this will be with someone who's called the mock class mentor. And you will tell your mock class mentor a little bit about yourself, some background information, and then you will teach them, pretending to be a student, the mock lesson, and you will teach them the slides, just like GoGoKid's mock lesson. If you pass this one, then you're good to go, and you can upload your diploma, get that background check, and get your contract signed. But if you don't pass this one, you must take the mock class once more. And a lot of teachers take that mock lesson twice. Outschool's process is quite simple. You will fill out your basic information, like teaching experience, like if you have a diploma, things like that. And then you will upload a video that is between 3 to 5 minutes in length. And in this video, you will first explain who you are, what your teaching experience is, what your background is, basic things like that. And then you will also teach a mock lesson, but this is your own content. So this is a class that you have created. So it definitely takes a little bit of preparation beforehand to come up with that class and write that curriculum for that class, and then to teach it. Now that you know these 3 companies and just a little bit more about them, which one stands out to you? I love VIPKid because it's so established, and I really love the lesson curriculum because I find that they're just very detailed and the students respond really well. I love GoGoKid for its interactive slides and just like how the students' eyes light up. I also really like their catchy songs. Some of them are really jazzy, and I'm really into that because I'm a music teacher. I love, love, love Outschool because I can create my own content, and I love being creative and just having my own class and teaching the things that I love to teach. If you already know a lot about the online teaching world or are a teacher yourself, then you probably have heard of the word diversifying. So this is what I stand by, and this is because you can get so many benefits and positive rewards from diversifying and working for multiple companies. You can literally pick and choose the best of all the worlds and all the companies. Currently, I have diversified, and right now I am reaping the benefits and rewards. So GoGoKid is now offering me many, many incentives to open more slots. So right now, I am closing some slots with VIPKid and opening more slots with GoGoKid. And this is not hurting my VIPKid bookings. Instead, this is just really helping me as an online teacher getting more benefits and more pay. I could go on and on about diversifying, and maybe I will in another video, but you get the point. I think that working for multiple companies, whether they're ESL based or not, is a great option to go, especially in this year and time of teaching online. If you are interested in applying to any one of these 3 companies, then you can click my referral link below, and I will help you with the hiring process. I will give you resources and support and help you with anything that you need. I also offer one-on-one training so I can really help you along the way complete your goals and get hired at these companies. If you found this video to be helpful and you liked the content, then give it a thumbs up and also subscribe here. I will be posting weekly videos on teaching in the online world. I'll see you next time.